New York closing costs. We live in one of the most amazing places in the entire world, but there is a cost, right? There is a cost to live here. Things generally tend to be more expensive here in New York, and closing costs are unfortunately no exception. So there isn't a specific rule when it comes to closing costs, because depending on the county, the city that you are buying in addition to the specific property taxes of the home that you are buying, the closing costs can differ greatly, okay? It also depends on the type of property that you're buying in addition to the loan amount that you're taking. I can get very, very deep into this, but I won't. What I will say is that depending on where you're buying, there are specific guidelines that you can go by. So what I'd like to give is, as a guideline, if you're looking to buy in the 5 boroughs of New York, purchasing anywhere between $300,000 to $999,000, the closing costs tend to be roughly 4% of the loan amount that you're borrowing. Okay, roughly 4%. If you're buying outside, right, somewhere in the suburbs where property taxes are a little bit higher, the closing costs tend to be closer to 4 to 5% of the loan amount that you're borrowing from. And the main factor that comes into play here are property taxes, because you're prepaying some of your property taxes at closing. Additionally, you may be setting up an escrow account. So if your property taxes are very, very large, that will obviously increase your closing costs. So as we like to say, don't shoot the messenger. Just because we tell you what the closing costs are, it doesn't mean that those closing costs go to your lender. They're typically paid to, again, your state, county, city, town for property taxes or mortgage tax, title insurance, things like that. We are responsible for giving you an estimate of what those closing costs are. However, we are not responsible for the actual costs themselves. So again, if you have any specific questions to your scenario, because it's different for everyone, please feel more than free to shoot me an email. My team and I would love to help you. Thank you.